Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Just let me turn the stream off in the background. I wonder why I was getting the music twice. I got double for my money there. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Trent Valley Early Access. This is more fun than the roadmap. I hope so. I hope it is. The roadmap was a bit sparse, wasn't it? Apart from the 70, apart from the Thames stuff, there's a bit of American stuff on there. Bit of an update on the mild mate, but it wasn't. I didn't think it was too exciting. I did do a video on it, went to edit it, and it was corrupted. So that's why I've not done one this time. I couldn't be bothered doing it again. I'd had enough. This is more important. Trent Valley. We've got a couple of things on. We're gonna take the 807 from Crewe down to Milton Keynes. So this morning I went the other way in the Pendolino from Milton Keynes up to Crewe, so we're going the other way in the 807. The 807, of course, comes with the route. Then I'll be jumping into one of the scenarios that you get. I didn't really want to spoil it, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's only a short one. That's where we do the dispatching like we did on the Riviera line. That's about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to jump into the 350/4, which I haven't driven yet. And we're going to do a full run stopping service on that as well. So then we'll see how we get on. So how's everyone doing? I'll just say hello to who I can see on the page. Thanks everyone for coming in, by the way. We've got Borins is there, Stace, Jason. Who else we got? Will's there. FPS Gamer, how you doing? Will is there. Pete Wright is there. Looking forward to it. Wanting it now. Not long to wait. Not long to wait. GW Photography, why does it have to be on the same night as the roadmap? Because the roadmap was scheduled after this surprised us by putting the roadmap today, not usually on a Monday, so that's why. PT Mount, how are you? David Drives, good evening. Adam's there. GE Dave. Right, shall we get into it? It's coming out tomorrow, by the way. Just in case you didn't know, we'll just quickly recap what you get. So if I go into Crewe Milton Keynes, here it is. Just pop into that. So first of all, scenarios, you get 7, I think. 2, 4, 6, 7 scenarios, all different lengths. Near enough all over an hour as well. So if you do scenarios, they'll keep you busy. We're going to do this one later, this Rugby Dispatcher. We'll do that one. It's a little bit different to the one on the Riviera. We're using the TRTS. So if you don't know what that is, you'll find out when we do that. But that's a little bit different to what we've seen before. If we go back into the timetable, so as you know, in case anybody on consoles or on lower end PCs has an issue with textures until they fix it properly, there is a reduced timetable here available, and there is the full timetable here on the left. You can see the one on the right there looks quite reduced, doesn't it? It's got the Pendolino, the 807, the 805, and the 350/4. This one's got a bit of everything. This has got all the layers in it, so there is that choice if you want to. Once you get into it, if you've got all the layers that you need, you can see we've got quite a lot going on. We got the Pendo, we got the 150, of course, the 153. There's not a lot of services for these, but they're in. So the Pendo 79. 2 for the 150, 3 for the 153. East Midlands trains 158, there's 4 for that. You can go in the Northern 323, there's 7 for that. Then we've got a plethora of 350s all lined up next to each other. The one you get with this route itself is the 350/4, there's 38 services for that one. Then of course we have got the 37. Don't get too excited though. I was quite excited about this, but when you go into it, there's 2 services. One is an hour and 10, and it's just light loco. And then you've got one that's 7 minutes. It's a good run, that. That's Nuneaton to Crewe, but it's just light loco. So it's not particularly exciting, but it's in there. Then as far as the 66 goes, just ignore all these 66s I've got, because you need the... which one is it? The one out of the... I think it's this one. Yeah, the one out of the engineering pack. There's plenty for that. There's loads. It'll keep you busy. That's the short one, actually. Let's just have a look. There's 2. Which one did I pick? Let me have a look at this one. they're all little moves. There's so many 66s now. Let me check this one. I don't know, but they're not all the same anyway. So I've got 3 different DRS ones. And between those, it'll keep you busy for your freight. There's some long runs actually on the freight, so it's alright if you like your freight stuff. Down the bottom, we've got the 805. There's 39 services for that. The 807, 28. And we've got the Voyager as well, but there's only 2 services for the Voyager. Not a lot again. So, first up, we're going to go in the 807. So, I'll just get it all set up, ready to go. And I'll have a look what you're saying in the chat. I'm going to do 1 Alpha 40, which is 1321. This one. Take the dynamic weather off. I'll leave it as... No, I'll put it to July. We'll put the clouds in. And we'll get going. Who else has jumped in? Star Wardens is in. Pete888. Phil is there. How are you doing? Who else? Let me just have a quick look. Scotch Ego is there. Mike B. Animal. Good evening, Animal. How are you doing? Did I miss anyone? George is there. Yeah. Nuneaton. Is that where you are now? This Nuneaton. Right, we're at Crewe. One thing I will say off the bat, I think Crewe is a bit quiet, if I'm being completely honest. You'll see what I mean once we get it set up. So I'm using the controller as well, as I usually do. Let's put those on full. We'll open the... Oh, the doors are already open. I've just locked them like a fool. Let me just unlock them and then I'll do the safety systems. There we go. It defaults to the cab light being on as well, which I don't like. So let me just sort myself out. There. Right. Safety systems, as usual, on the back wall. Let's just put them all on. Then we get the points. I don't think this last one, this ATP, we don't have it anyway, but we can't select it. That's the full set. Just check the sound. Yeah, the cab's a bit light, isn't it? GSMR. I'm sure I read out to you in one of the articles that we were getting something different on the GSMR. It doesn't look like it. We haven't got the Firefly simulations GSMR from the Medway Valley, which is a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have done that. Now, let me just check the pantograph is up. Yes, it is. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Unlock the doors again. I don't know what happened there. Oh my god, I got stuck in the roof. Let me just do that again. There we go. Yeah, it's a bit quiet. We've got another... Is that 805 or 807 over there? And we've got nothing else in. So, I've noticed that a few times when I've come up here. We'll lock the doors. Johnny Shoddy, how you doing? Lee's in, good evening. Ghost Town Crew, it is. And I don't know why. 101 miles this one, straight down to Milton Keynes. So, let's do it. Nice little speed run. This is 807, you get this with it. Bit cloudy, isn't it? A bit too cloudy. Just let me know about the sound once we get going. It is quite quiet, this one. I think it's still... Hopefully everybody that's getting this route has got the Pendolino, because it is the Pendolino. That's where it's at, I think. Tilting into those curves, it's great. I'll try and catch up with as much as I can in the chat. Thanks everybody for coming in once again. Mr. Glenn, how are you? Do you ever think we'll be able to do the whole run from Lime Street to Euston? I don't know. It depends. I mean, you can route hop. Although what I will say is, I you can't get to Liverpool yet, obviously, but I came from the West Coast Main Line south. I came from Euston up to Milton Keynes, and I looked for the route hop. On the West Coast Main Line south side, there doesn't seem to be a route hop marker at Milton Keynes. Now, when we get down to Milton Keynes on this route may have one that lets you jump to West Coast Main Line south. Just remind me when we get to Milton Keynes and I'll check it. Because I wanted to do a whole run by just going through the hopping marker and not having to come out to the menu, but I couldn't do it coming the other way, so we'll check it. We do have a speed set on here as well, which we'll attempt to have a go at once we get up to our full speed. It's extremely quiet. Is it getting louder now? Loud on the outside. It is quiet on the inside. Please don't read the chat. All right, I keep missing bits. Lancashire Rail Enthusiast, how you doing? Yeah, there's quite a few of you looking forward to this. I've played it since Thursday. I think I've been playing it since Thursday last week. No problems. Apart from Crewe's a bit quiet, I would say everything else, yeah, good long runs. And I've played it, as I said, I've played it since Thursday. I've not been in the 350 yet, because normally that's not my type of thing. I like these long blasts. But we'll play it tonight and we'll have a look at it. I'm sure it's just as good. Route hop marker when? Yeah. Yeah, just remind me, because on the Trent Valley side of the route there might be one at Milton Keynes, so we can jump. You could jump straight potentially into the same service at Milton Keynes and go down to Euston. Then we'll see how we go. We're obviously on PC. There is no early access for me on consoles, and this is the ambassador build, so it might not be the final build. So if you do see anything, I don't think there is anything. But if you do see something, it might not be the final build, so don't worry too much. I'm going to try the speed set in a sec. But yeah, 100 miles between Crewe and Milton Keynes. 66. If you like your 66s, there's some long, slower runs that you can do as well. Right, so let's try this. You got to do this quick. Let's see if I can do it. I've forgotten how to do it. I meant to click her. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Right, speed limiter. We want 110. So I just look out the window while you're doing this, by the way. Just confirm it. And I think that's it. I think that's all I need to do. Can't get this button to... Oh, there it is. Now it's doing it. Let me just confirm it again. So it should take us to 110 and leave us there. Right, let's try it. Let's try it. Have we rolled the destination blind? I think it does it automatically. There isn't one on the front. Just on the sides. Pete, good evening. Just watched your earlier video, 23 seconds early into Crewe and a lovely smooth journey with no coffee spill. It's good in the Pendo. As I said, that's my favourite run. Which is bizarre when you think the Pendor doesn't even come with this route. You know, you have to already own that. But I thought it would be because of the tilt aspect. It's a nice little jaunt, that one. You've seen a 66, you can leave now. You might see a couple actually. See, the gradient profile hasn't been brought up to spec still. Yeah, it's the 0.3% up this hill, shoddy. The 807 is much the same as the 805, I would say, yeah. I think the 805 hasn't got a speed set, has it? I don't think it has. If it has, I've never used it. We've got the Diet Coke. As per. A quick look at the 807 from the outside. 807 007. It doesn't have a speed set, but it should have. That's what I thought. And did you know, actually, I'd been running this 807, and I did try the 805, and I was over here fiddling with it, and it wasn't doing it. And I thought, I'm in the wrong train. That's why. Yeah, so you're right. The screen's exactly the same. You just can't get to this speed set screen. The top screen is the same. I don't know if that'll be implemented or not. It should, shouldn't it? Especially when you've got a run like this, the speed set is... I saw you said it earlier, Dave. If you're driving in real life, the speed set is a bit of a godsend. I can imagine it is. PT, you went on a Pendor from Manchester to London, Euston via Crewe first class breakfast. Nice. And it almost went off the table around the corner. There's a couple of sharp curves, yeah. The curves are quite a nice feeling, aren't they, when you're on board? You can't concentrate on the route. You keep looking at the chat. How do you think I feel? I'm trying to drive the thing. What controller am I using? I'm just using the Xbox controller because I'm on the PC. Although I have got the, by the side of me, I've got the TSC6 controller, which I've made a video on. I've not put that out yet, but I have been using the TSX, and that is good for these types of trains as well. So I will put that out over the next week or so. You can see that. What's all this talk about shortbread? I did see this morning. I wasn't there, by the way. You might have gathered in the premiere I was working. But Jason asked me to catch up with it afterwards. So I had a quick scan. I could see you not talking about the route. Is the controller green? No, it's black. It's black. I got the standard one. Everything, the keyboard, everything's black. So I've just kept it all the same. You enjoy the 8 or X series? Yeah, there's a few of them now. I'm glad they're not all like this though, you know, because we need a bit of variety. Can you imagine driving the same train all the time? It'd drive you mad. it wouldn't make train simming that interesting, would it? Stace mentioned that the route was green. That was about it, was it? I did see that comment about Bloomfield Road as well. Yeah, you won't catch me there. I'll never go there. There was a video this morning. Yeah, that was the Pendolino Road. So if you haven't seen it, go and have a look on the feed. And you'll be pleased to know I'm not talking the whole way through it as well, so you can actually enjoy the run. Right, let's just coast. This 105 coming up. Take it down a little bit. There we go. You heard I was buying a season ticket? Nah, I've already got my season ticket for the other place. Definitely won't get one there. No tinted to spoil it, but then PT says, you like me talking on vids. I thought I'd let you have a look at the route, because it's quite a long hop. Normally I would talk. I knew I'd be talking tonight, so... Voyager over there, look. Deaky behind the hill. Right, let's get back up to 110. He stole shortbread from his boss and chickened out from finishing the packet. I'm glad you all amused yourself though, I'm pleased. Right, so let's try this again. It's difficult on the controller actually. So we've got 100, 110, let's confirm it. There we go, that should be it. Still got 81 miles to go. So, who's picking this up tomorrow then? I imagine it'll be a popular one, but don't forget on Thursday you get your first chance as well to see the Just Trains route as well, the Preston Crewe route. And there's no release date on it yet, but I would suspect it's very close if there's a preview coming out. If they're allowed to show it, then it's going to be the finished product, I think. So you might have you'll either have a choice to make, or you might have to spend double. It's one of those months. It might be one of those months, I think. Right, this is Stafford, so we're coming down a little bit slower. Down to 75. I will say this though, if you're a football fan, Just Trains a have put the stream on at exactly the World Cup kickoff time, the first game in the World Cup. You couldn't have written it. So I'm like, what do I do? Do I watch them or do I watch the World Cup? I'm not sure yet. I know that's hard to believe for me with a Just Trains route, but it's the World Cup. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It should be a good stream, actually, if Just Trains are doing it. It'll be a proper look at it, because they know where to look, and they know what to show off, etc. So, should be quite a decent stream, that one. Is there another Preston route coming out? I think this might be the final one, Animal. Unless we get the East Lancs route at some point, then this is probably going to be the last one, I would have thought. So don't worry. You won't have to visit again after that. David, you're probably not getting it yet. You might get Thomas on Switch instead. Instead of this, you mean? This one? I bet you'll get the Just Trains one. The speed changes a little bit through this section, 90s, 95s. I think the route looks good. I mean, just look at the placement of the trees. It's the usual, you know, TSW tree popping. There's a little bit of that going on. But the actual route itself and the placement of the trees and the way they've used the foliage at the side and just to the right there where you can see the sort of depot part. The way it's a little bit overgrown. These routes are getting more and more sort of lifelike, aren't they? The routes at the beginning that we got in TSW were very, very clean. There wasn't much of that overgrown type of look about them, and every railway's got patches of that. But it's starting to get better. You wouldn't mind if Just Trains do a Preston to Carlisle via Settle route? Yeah. Settle Carlisle would be a popular route, wouldn't it? If anybody did it. Alright, it was meant to be 90 there. That's better. Of course you'll get the Just Trains one. I knew you would. I knew you would. I was watching the British Ace earlier and he was saying the North has not got any modern routes. They're all 80s. And I said I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. But I can get it, you know. Some people don't like the older stuff. But I think those Just Trains ones are really good. They captured it exactly like it was, I would say. But this is pretty good. I think with this one and the Just Trains one, we're going to get spoiled all in quick succession, probably. So it's not been a bad year for releases, has it, with the Medway? Because the Medway was quite good. Right, let's go back to this again, and we'll go for the 110. Because once you get to your target speed, you'll see it goes to 0 on this screen. It's showing 110 there now. It goes to 0. So if you then come out of the 110, you have to reset it again to whatever you want, but it'll hold it at the 110 once it gets there. Right, still got 72 to go. Yeah, exactly, Animal, yeah. I wasn't looking that closely, but there probably is. Was I getting driving tips from British Ace? Nah. I was just nosying what he was doing. Modern northern routes will be nout but bog course. I agree with you. I agree. Andy Preston, how you doing? You can't operate the 101 with the the 101's with the gears. You love the 86 though. Pendo is getting bought next week. I paid it. You just try and work out the 101 because it's quite satisfying when you first get to drive it and you understand it. I mean, I always use the controller. I don't know what I do on the keys to drive the 101. I've never tried, but on the controller it's fairly easy. Remember when I first saw it, I thought it looked really, really complicated, but actually once you've had a decent go at it, it's alright. You think the Medway will take some beating? Just Trains is a close second. The Medway was a good quality route, wasn't it? It was like standout quality compared to the other stuff. Right, let's go back to this. Add 5. Confirm it. Yeah, you got to use the speed set on these long runs, whether you're in this or the Pendo. It makes a lot of sense. The 101's your most played train, is it really? Yeah, it is like driving a car, you're right. You're right. Once you get the rhythm for the changing gears, and once you get a long stretch, obviously you'll be up in the 4th gear and you'll stay there for long stretches. The other thing about it is the lap brakes as well. The lap brakes take some getting used to, but once you understand about putting a little bit of brake in and lapping it, you kind of get a feel for how much brake you need each time. It's quite a good train to get used to. So yeah, when you get the Carlisle Whitehaven, there'll be another DMU similar to that coming out as well. So it's probably worth having a practice. Shoddy, you haven't got the Medway yet. Yeah, good route. Good evening, Zellies. How are you doing? Lap brakes are little and often, yeah, exactly. Just practice, isn't it? You gave up with the 101, you couldn't find the gear stick. The other thing you'll notice as well on this route, if you do these longer runs, just watch how many action points you get by the end of each run. It's by far the greatest amount of action points per run. So if you want to get your driver level up, this is a good one. I think you get like 25,000 by the end each time. It'd be interesting to know which services on which routes give the most action points. Not that anybody really connects them, but I noticed straight away. You're racking them up at 65 every few seconds, you see. I've got Milton Keynes on the board behind me as well, if you can see. I don't know if you can see it in this light. It's quite light, isn't it? But it might reflect. You probably ought to see it better later. $60 to go. The class 70 is shaping up alright, isn't it? That was, as I said, that was the only thing really that got me in the roadmap. There was a few new screenshots of the 70. And it seems we're getting a new timetable for that for the MML as well, which I thought was interesting. I thought the timetable might be on here or on the West Coast Mainline South, but you'll be able to run it on here though. But it looks to me like, from the screenshots, it's not that far off. So hopefully it's coming soon. I know a lot of you will pick that up when it comes out. Right, let's do it again. 100. Then confirm. Evening, Snorko, how are you doing? They said that about the 90 come as well. Well, the 90, don't forget, the 90 should get its update. Well, they said mid-June, so that's kind of like you would think next week would be kind of mid-June. And it sounds like that's the first run of fixes that they're doing. There's some other stuff coming to it later, so fingers crossed. D-Dog, how you doing? Good evening to you. You'd love this route to go to Liverpool or Manchester, yeah. All aboard were saying they're not doing another route this long again. I hope somebody does. I hope we get some long routes. This is alright, this. Some will drive this and say, it's just a bit boring because you're not, on these ones, you're not doing anything. But you'll see when we get in the 350, we'll be stopping everywhere. So you can, it's good that you can choose what type of run you want to do. But this is great. Better in the Pendo though. But I thought I'd show you the 807 because I did the Pendo this morning. Need a mortgage to pay for all the DLC. It's true. It is true. Yeah. Northern just past us on the other side. So we're due at Milton Keynes 14:27. Long shunts like this get tedious after a while. Could do, yeah. I mean, on the PC, because I've only seen the PC, but as you can see, the level of detail ahead of us is pretty good. There's not that much popping. There is some tree popping, but there's not a lot. The view you've kind of got in front of you, so it's pretty decent. I guess some people will be playing the console version tomorrow on stream. So if you're on console and you want to hang on, if you're not sure, given what you've experienced before, just take a look tomorrow before you buy it. I know usually British Ace has it on his Xbox. Hentis has it on his PS5, usually on the release day. So if you want to have a look at it on consoles, then yeah, do that. Well, certainly PC, you've no problems. D-side, good evening, how are you? Kebab guy, which kebab guy are you talking about? Are you talking about Ratty? Ratty's the kebab guy. Or are you talking about Elliot? No, Elliot always wants the Buffy car. But he probably eats kebabs. How does the PC perform with other streaming programs in the background? Pretty smooth. Yeah, it's smooth. Yeah. You mean playing TSW with nothing running? I don't think the streaming setup on my PC makes much difference, to be honest. Right, still saying 110 there. So let's just see if it does really hold me at 110 still. Looks like it is. .48 to go still. I don't think there's any buffers on this route. There might be. There might be if you take the 323 into Crewe. You might be in the Bay platform. Apart from that, though, you should be right. It's not like Watford. The buffers at Watford ended up in the back seat when you drove that, didn't they? that was funny. Halfway across the platform, yeah. There's Bournes. There he is. And his twin. What did I do after working at BR? I went into consulting. IT consulting, which I was doing for BR in the end. Anything interesting on this besides the Pendo, the 86, 87 steam or diesel rail tours? Actually, you know what? I haven't seen any rail tours on this. I don't think there is any. I don't think there is. Not when I pulled up the layers at the beginning. The most interesting thing for you, Pete, will be the 37, the rail operations group. I was saying at the beginning that there's only one rail. There's two services for it. One's over an hour and 10, and the other one's 7 minutes, I think. But it's light loco. You're not actually hauling anything, which is a shame. That's not to stop you doing your own thing, of course, but timetable-wise, there's not a lot. Right, we'll reset that. There we go. The rail tours were removed to help performance, as you recall. Were they removed off this though, or were they removed off Birmingham Crewe? I'm trying to remember because the other week you probably saw the video where I ran the I think it was the Stania. Was it the Jubilee? No, it was the Jubilee. I ran the Jubilee, which was a rail tour on the Birmingham Crewe, and then I think they removed it after that, which was bad timing. But there's nothing on this route. You can't use any steam engine on this route. Not in timetable mode. It's a bit of a shame. Get the Scotsman to stretch its legs on here, I think. Right, got TSR coming up. Your wife worked at CSC? Yeah, I had some friends work there at CSC. They were based in Chorley, as I remember. $110 for this section, but we got that TSR coming up, so. Oh, really, Pete? Could end up being like Peterborough Doncaster. Initial excitement, then meh. It comes down to what you like, doesn't it? You know, as to whether or not some of these have got longevity. I think a lot of us would agree something like Preston Carlisle has got longevity just because of the variety of stuff that's on there. And certainly to me, that run between Preston and Carlisle either way, it doesn't get boring at all. I quite enjoy that every time I do it. But you're right, you know, whether or not over time, it's like any route, over time you could just get so sick of it. I got a little bit like that with the Southeastern High Speed. It's a really good route, don't get me wrong, and there's all sorts of stock on there. But if you play it too much in one go, it can get a bit samey. But I'll go back to it after a while and quite enjoy it. But, you know, could you, being a West Coast Mainline fan, would you not get this? Would you be able to stand it? You'd probably get it in a sale if you didn't get it straight up, I would expect. I like the main line runs better than some of the other routes we've got. Medway being the exception. What was it you said you picked up the other day, Pete? Was it Mildmay? You had a few drinks and got the Mildmay. Is that what it was? Can't remember what you said. You did tell us last week. Exton on the old ROF site. Yeah, I knew they were based around there. Right, just like that, we've got 35 to go. Oscar, good evening. How are you doing? You might just get Just Trains Crewe to Preston on a sale. Fair enough, yeah. Which JT route will be your favourite after Preston Crewe? I would have to play Preston Crewe for a bit. I've not even seen it yet, apart from, you know, what you guys have seen in the screenshots. So, to make a judgment on that, it won't take me long, but I'll be able to tell you quite soon. Because that Preston Carlisle is my favourite route in the whole game, as you know, so far. So we'll see what happens when that comes out. I'm hoping it's going to be, you know, next couple of weeks. I'm hoping it's going to be June anyway that it comes out. Right, let's reduce to the 100. How long before OTS do a timetable for this route? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jason's mentioned a new timetable. I think he's talking about one that OTS have done. I've not seen it yet, but they've done a new one. I saw Tom had put a video out about it, which I'll watch later. Another 2019 timetable. Mike says this is Rugby, by the way, that we're going through. Mike says you also like the longer runs, not into stopping services too much. West Coast Main Line, especially Preston Carlisle, is perfect for you. Yeah. And I'm going to run the 350 tonight. I don't think I would personally choose that, but I want to show you it. Because it's a long service on this route. It's about an hour and a half, something like that. But we'll do it. You might get a tin of Uncle Joe's mint balls when Preston Crewe comes out. You'll get a sugar rush if you do. They're very sweet. When am I next free? Anytime, really. I've got loads of holidays to take. I will take one, as I've said, when we do get the release date for the Preston Crewe. I'll take a day off for that. And we can have a good look at it. You went to rugby last week, nowhere near the station. I don't think I've ever stopped at rugby. I've been through it a million times going up and down to London, but I imagine, Bournes, that... have you got a PS5 yet, Bournes? You're on a PS4, I think, aren't you? Because you want to get the Preston Crewe with all that Warrington Fiddler's Ferry type stuff in there. If we've got time before the Just Trains route comes out, we'll do a run on TS Classic. It's one of Adam's, actually. I ran it the other week. Taking coal to Fiddler's Ferry. It's not coming the same way as we will on the Just Trains route. It's coming from Manchester up to Warrington, and then Fiddler's Ferry just where you go underneath Warrington Bank Quay to go to Fiddler's Ferry on the other side, past the soap factory. If we get a chance to run that, we'll run that. Then you can have a look at Fiddler's Ferry and you'll get used to the types of things you'll do once you get to Warrington in the Preston Crewe route. That's quite a good one, Adam. Yeah, I think you know which one I'm talking about. Oh, ECML timetable it is, and it's not. Oh, it's not OTS. Ah, okay. I just saw Tom's video and assumed it was OTS because he does stuff for OTS, doesn't he? I shall still take a look at it. Your favourite 3 long UK routes are Shat, Riviera, Northern Transpennine. Scenic and interesting. Yeah, the Northern Transpennine is these days is doesn't really get mentioned, does it? It needs one of those remasters. Once it's had one of those remasters, it'll be perfect. It's good as it is now, but it could do with tightening up a little bit. That'll be high on my list for one of those little projects. Kendal mint cake, you get a sugary spike with that. Yeah, that's all sugar. Kendal mint cake. I mean, it's nice, but it's all sugar. That's why people going up the hills and the lakes take it with them. Get their energy back. Use the pantograph up button to raise the pantograph. Did my pantograph go down? Says it's still up there. Well, we'll do it anyway. Are we still taking power? Let's have a look. Don't know. Yeah, alright. It keeps telling me. I've done it once. What does it want me to do? I keep doing it. Do I have to pan down then pan up, do I? Let's try it. Do that. Do that. There we go. I had to go down. I had to drop my panto and then raise my panto. That must be a train fault, is it? I don't know. I didn't know I had them still switched on, but that could be a train fault. No, it did it without neutral. Yeah, it did it without. Oh, trip the VC. Yeah, maybe I did. Yeah, maybe I did. Either that or it was a fault. I'm not sure which. Right, I think we'll set this again. 110. It says keep your pants up during streams. It dropped automatically. It wasn't my fault. Yeah, blame the train. Oh, it is the train. There's no way I'm touching it with my hands. Yeah, neutral sections, I don't know where they are yet. I haven't learnt where any of them are quite yet, as you can tell. $17 to go. Don't forget to give me a like if you don't mind. That'd be much appreciated. Thanks once again, everyone, for coming in. And I'm competing with the roadmap, but I don't know how long the roadmap stream will be on for, but yeah, there wasn't too much on it. And I did see in my video that got corrupted that you haven't seen. On the roadmap graphic, did you notice on the right hand side the list is getting smaller? There's nothing else being added to the list, which kind of suggests the yearly release is on its way. So let's see. The Dormy line was a bit quiet, wasn't it, though? I thought we were making progress with Tadami line. $15 to go. You don't get to get up to the same speed as the Pendo. That's why I prefer the Pendo on this. The road maps are getting boring lately with nothing in them. There's a lot of repeated stuff. There's a lot on the road map for a long time that doesn't seem to move very much, I would say. Whether or not they're announcing it a bit too early and it's going on the road map and staying there for a while, I don't know. At this point, Tadami has been around for, what, 2 years? Let's just hope it's, you know, when it comes out, it's worth the wait. I'm sure it will be. You'll get GTA 6 before it's Tadami line. Yeah, you could do. You like the 70, Oscar? Yeah, I think that'll be a popular one. 420. I mean, I'm quite interested in the American freight stuff that's coming out as well. That looks quite interesting. I don't mean the loco DLC that's coming out. I mean the whole route, whose name escapes me, and I just read it before. There was a whole section on that in the roadmap this time. You get your next member's badge before you get to the army. It could do, yeah. That is a thing. Right, 10 to go. Then we'll do the short scenario after this. Yeah, MML will get a new timetable, that's correct. Wonder why, I don't know why they chose to put it on the MML. I would have thought they would have put it on one of their own routes. No, the 805 doesn't. We were saying that earlier. It should have a speed set like this, but it doesn't. I'm not sure why. Yeah, MML gets a new timetable just with the 70. That's correct. Yeah. A shorter scenario for Mike because he's only 5'7". This runs taking ages. It's just a long route. You could say that. Do you know what I mean about the action points? We're up to 26,500 already. At least your clothes are cheaper. No worries, Shoddy. Thanks for coming in. To member or not to member? Oh, she's considering it again. Look at that. You've only had TSW6 for a month, but you're wondering, can you make a new profile to move up to professional? You mean like the expert setting? I think you can just change. You can change the one you've got. Yeah, you don't have to. I don't think you have to start a new profile. And the reason I say that is because every time a new TSW comes out, when I'm trying to get the trophies on the PlayStation, there's always a trophy. There's one for expert mode. Run a scenario in expert mode or something. Run one on the intermediate. Run one on the basic. So I have to keep changing my profile just to get the trophy. So I would say, yeah, you can just update your existing profile. Derry, good evening. How are you doing? You'll probably buy it, but you think it'll become boring. No scenery, no gradients, a long sprint. Yeah, I actually think it's quite interesting. If you compare this to one of the other long ones we've got, the ECML, this is way better. I bet you don't play the ECML that often. I think that's Nuneaton. Is that Nuneaton then? I think it was. I've still not got to grips with all the order of the stations yet. £4 a month or £1 a week for membership. It's worth it just for the chats. Yeah, you guys are always in here chatting amongst yourselves. Was it Wolverton? It was Wolverton. Thank you for that. Right, we shall think about stopping in 1.4 miles. Train's gone really quiet again now. Fun there was a map with station names on. Yeah. You can actually, I mean, you could obviously look in the settings as well. You can see the station names if you look at the map in the game. But I don't like keep going off to the map. It breaks the run then.
We are now approaching Milton Keynes Central. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
I almost forgot about announcements. This is our first stop and our final stop. Now, I was going to look for the route hop marker as well, wasn't I, on this side? I'm just seeing if I can see anything right now. I don't think there is. Not at this side. It's on the bridge on this platform. Oh my god, I'm stuck on the scenery. I tell you what, I'll go to free roam after this and do it that way, it's safer. We'll go and have a quick look. So what service was this? This was 1A40. Let me see if I can find it. If I go back to free roam. Go and have a quick look. On this bridge, I think you mean. There it is. Right, so let's do that. West Coast Main Line South. Milton Keynes Central. Get started. And let's see if we can find our train. The sale is October the 13th to October the 27th, 2025. About time they changed that, isn't it? Right. Let's go and have a look. Let's have a look on the board. Yeah, see, I don't know if that's ours. Is that ours? 1430. I'll jump in it and we'll have a look and we'll see if it's the same head code. No, it can't be because that's a 350. Unless that's going out before it. Let's go to the map. Was it platform 3. Oh, I can't even get on the... Right, it's just easier with the mouse. It was... What did I say? It was 1A40. But I don't see 1A40 on there. Let me just check. So it doesn't look like you can actually pick up the same train. The Pendor that just left. I was on platform 4. Oh, okay, let's have a look. Yeah, see, it's not in there. 1A40. Not in there. So I don't know if the two timetables line up. I think I was talking to the British Ace on Discord, and I'm sure he said that the timetables don't quite line up. So that might be it. So I'm going to have to look into that a bit more. But if anyone finds out once you get it, let me know. But now we'll go back and we'll go and do that scenario. You reckon 1A40 is already gone? 1A42 is the next one. Yeah, so we would have to catch another service after. I thought you could catch the same train, but I guess depends. Does it route hop you to the exact second? So whenever you go into the route hop, does it put you on the other side in exactly the same minute and second? If so, you should be able to catch your same. That's going to put me in there now. I want to go there. You should be able to catch the same train, I would have thought. Good evening, Jonathan. One was leaving when I came back down the platform. It could have been that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually use it, I must admit. But I'll give it a try offline and see if I can line it up. Are we doing the 350/4 yet? I'm going to do this quick scenario, which is 15 minutes, and then we'll be in the 350. You're here at Rugby Station to undertake station dispatcher duties around the station. It's not going to let me walk around until text disappears. TRTS time, exactly. Your first train to dispatch is arriving at platform 2. Make your way over to the position indicated. Wait for the train to arrive. Okay. Platform 2. This is platform 2.
Platform 2 for the 1418 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham.
Right, we can walk around now. This is a collectible, by the way. So if you do that, there's an 807 in there. Little model 807. I think we had APTs, didn't we, on the Birmingham Crewe. Yeah, this is Rugby Station, if you're familiar with rugby. Wait for the train to arrive. Okie doke. There it is. That was quick.
Platform 2 for the 1418 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham International. Calling at Coventry, Tamley, Tile Hill, Berksworth.
These prompts are on a long time.
And Birmingham International.
You can't do anything until they clear. That's better. Right, let's open this. Put the key in.
For your safety and comfort, this station operates...
Now the TRTS is active. Wait for the train's book departure time before starting the dispatch procedure. Right, so it's going to depart at 14:18. So we've got about half a minute to wait. This one's going to Ungum Internat. That's Dave just said it, yeah. Internet. There's a berm in there somewhere. A bermy. Right, so we're just waiting for this time to come around and we can dispatch this one.
Platform 2 is the 1418 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham International. Calling at Coventry, Tamley.
Train's ready to depart. Make sure the platform's clear and the off indicator is displaying off. This means the signal at the end of the platform isn't displaying a danger aspect, and if you get to read that, you're lucky.
As it is ready to leave. Platform 2.
So you've got to point at these things, but there's the off. The off is there. So you've got to check for that. Check the platform's clear by just looking at these little things. There you go. Dispatch the train, blow the whistle. Wait for the doors to close. Next, press the right away button on the TRTS. This will give the driver the indication to depart. Okay. Is that one? Right, it wants me to press there, but... Oh, there it is. It's actually the red one.
Please be aware that some platforms at this station have no or only partial tactile paving on the platform edge. Once the train arrives, please mind the step from the platform onto the train.
That's a new announcement, isn't it? There's one or two dispatches popping up. Do you think there'll be a regular thing? I hope so. They're good fun, aren't they? There's only this one and the Riviera one so far, but it might be a thing, might it? The way they keep popping up. Right, we need to take the key out. Close the cabinet. Well done. Dispatch your first train. Next one is coming from platform 4. Make your way over to the dispatch point. Okay. So let's follow the prompts once again. Where's 4? Here it is. There are 2 TDEU cabinets located next to each other, each controlling dispatch in either northbound or southbound. The next train will be for Euston. Make sure you're using the cabinet for signal KR3358. There we go, which is this one. After the train arrives, follow the same dispatch procedure for the first train. Okie doke.
23 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Calling at Rugby, Milton Keynes.
This one's going out at 14:23.
Junction and London Euston. Platform 4.
Thomas, good evening. How you doing?
23 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston.
Here it comes.
"24-hour CCTV recording is in operation at this station for the purpose of security and safety management."
So we'll put the key in and then we'll just wait. There is only just this one dispatcher scenario as well.
For the 14:23 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, calling at Milton Keynes Central, Watford Junction and London Euston.
We've already got the off up there. Can we actually see the signal from here? Is that our signal? The red one? Don't know. Should it say off already if the signal's red? I don't know. Let's see if that one changes down there. Yeah, welcome to the madhouse, yeah. Right, we've got about 20 seconds. If it's off, it shouldn't be red. That's what I thought, yeah.
Is the 1423 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, calling at Milton Keynes Central.
It'll probably change now. There you go.
Junction
You can see it's
and
gone yellow.
London Euston. Will passengers intending to
So we
travel
need
on the
to
service,
check the platform
please join the train
just
now,
by looking at
as
these.
it is ready to leave. Platform 4 for the 1423.
We need to check the
Avanti
off
West Coast
board.
service
There it
to
is.
London Euston, which is ready to leave. Please
Dispatch
be
the
aware
train.
that opportunist thieves operate at this station and across the railway network. Do not become a victim of crime. Please also note that in the interests of safety, cycling, skateboarding and rollerblading are not permitted anywhere on the station.
Just watch it leave the platform, and then we're pretty much done. I don't know. I don't know how many trains there is in this scenario. I've not run it. If it's only 15 minutes, it's probably just these two, isn't it? So we'll just wait for that to go, and we'll take the key out. You ready for this route, Thomas? Nice. Right, let's take the key out. Close this. Oh, right, we've got another one. Platform 6. Let's go and do that. Up the steps. This one is 1 Yankee 44 Northampton 1428. Let's just wait for it to come in. Aye aye, here
Please
comes
be
the
aware that
66.
Opportunist thieves operate at this station and across the railway network. Do not become a victim of crime. Please also note that in the interests of safety, cycling, skateboarding and rollerblading are not permitted anywhere on the station.
I wonder if it gives an announcement to stand back if a freight train's coming through. Or a please do not get on board this train. His lights were a bit knackered then, weren't they? There's no announcement for it, that's a shame. Is a Jubilee not a kettle?
Northampton.
I thought all steam trains are kettles. Well, let's put the key in. I can line it up. There we go. Nice clean wagons, yeah, they were. Right, this one's going at 1428, so we've got a couple of minutes. Oh no, look at the passengers. Did you see that then?
For your safety and comfort,
Half of
this
them
station
fell down the side of the
operates a
train.
no smoking policy.
That was funny. Right, we'll get ready to dispatch this one. This is the new 350 and a 350/4 as well. This one. Anything on wheels that makes steam is a kettle. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
The train at platform 6 is the 14.
This is our announcement.
London North Western Railway service to Northampton, calling at Long Buckby and Northampton. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now?
Wait a minute,
As
where's
it
the
is
off?
ready
There
to
it is.
leave. Platform 6.
Blow your
for
whistle.
the
We have to stand over here to blow the
14:28.
whistle. We seem miles away from where the train actually is.
To Northampton, which is ready to leave.
Once the doors are closed, we'll need to do the right away. There it is. Watch the train depart. They've improved the sounds for the 350s. I think they said they had done a lot of work on the 350.
Please be aware that opportunist thieves operate at this station and across the railway network. Do not become a victim of crime. Please also note that in the interest...
That's all for today. Head back to the break room for a drink.
...are not permitted anywhere on the station.
Is it going to make us do that? Yeah. Off we go. Oh, there's a collectible there. There you go, a rugby ball. That's one of them, and we saw the 807 as well that we collected. I think there's something like 200 collectibles, which I think is probably a record on this route. There's the break room. That's all the tasks complete. Let's see how you did. That seemed longer than 15 minutes to me, that. Maybe I was just slow. A drink of what, yeah. Oh, it was 15 minutes. 15 minutes and 1 second. Seemed way longer than that. Right. Let's do our 350 scenario then to finish up. Going to do the 14:18 service. Yeah, you can pick up baked potatoes as well. That's one of the collectibles. Right, we're going to the full timetable. We want the 350-4. And it is 14:18. Operate this London North West Railway service to Milton Keynes to Crewe, calling at Rugby, Nuneaton, Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield, Trent Valley, Rugeley, Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe. So it's a long one. Let's take the dynamic weather off because it's rubbish. Put it in July. I'll leave the clouds off this time. We'll see what it looks like in bright sunshine. I think the potato guy's from Tamworth, I think, but the actual collectibles are all over. Not just in one place. No Paulsworth. How many trains stop at Paulsworth? They don't all do that, do they? Right, let's get everything set. Do you know, I haven't driven this for ages. Let's see if I can remember how to do it. We need that. We need that. There you go, you can tell. Here come all the extra points. I'll just wait 10 minutes for those to clear, then I can actually do the lights and everything. So, instruments and desk. Put those on day. Do we still have to acknowledge the config? We used to have to do that, didn't we? If I can remember how to do it. I will remember. One of these, in it, I think. Nope. Anybody know? Main system. Nope, it's not that. Do we still have to do it? I don't know if we do. That's on the... Is it on the TSC? Are you sure? I'm sure we used to have to do it on here. Alright, let's lock the doors. I'm sure we used to do it on TSW. Someone confirm or deny.
Tamworth, Lichfield, Trent Valley, Rugeley, Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe.
Right, off we go.
Please
You don't need to do
familiarise
on the
yourself with
TSW
safety
version.
notices
Okay.
displayed throughout the train.
I can almost swear we used to. Right, we've got 31 miles to Rugby.
This is British Transport.
You need to turn the
Police.
train
Notice
lights on.
something out
Okay.
of the ordinary. Speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Oh, I've not done the safety systems. What a pain. Right, this is a nightmare. I'm gonna have to blag it. Where are they even? I can't remember that. Oh, they're over here, look. Let's do that. Get your red pad out, Dave. Running around the cab while it's moving. Yeah, I don't know the keyboard shortcuts. That's the thing. Because I always use the controller. It's alright, we've recovered. We've recovered. Let's have the horn. Control enter, shift and enter. Got you. Okay. The driver's a madman. It's a green train though, Stace, look. There's a bit of green on it. Not much, but... The sound is better. Yeah, it does sound good. Yeah, Rugby is the first stop. As long as the passengers didn't see me running around the cab like a madman, we'll be alright. No, it's not allowed. I should have done my checklist. Well, I should have had a practice. That just shows how long it is since I've driven the 350. There you go. 3.5 miles. I'm already level 2, look. It's nothing if not entertaining. But I think when the last time was I drove a 350. Yeah, I don't know. Probably one time on stream with you lot, I would think. It's not one of my go-to trains, as you can tell. This run might be alright actually though. I thought it was a lot of smaller hops, but actually 25 miles, 30 odd miles from the start to the first station actually isn't that bad. I don't like the ones that stop-start all the time. I'm not a big fan of it. It's better if you don't drive it again. We'll wait to see you drive it. We'll see who's best. Yeah, so GSMR, again, is set up for you to begin with. You don't need to do anything with that, sadly. I thought, I really did think after the Medway, whenever we got a train with GSMR in the future, they would put the Medway one in, but seems not. You would think once they've got something created, they'd implement it going forward. Even if it is different developers, you'd think that maybe Dovetail would have a standard. You've not driven a 350 yet, David? Right, I don't feel as bad now. At what time's the DLC on Steam? I think it's about 6 PM. It's between 4 and 6 PM UK time usually. If Jason's there, he'll know. It's whatever the usual times are. I don't think it's any different. Consoles will be about 10 o'clock. I was definitely not driving a 350 when you crashed the kettle into the back of a fish train. Yeah, did I actually tell you about that? I ran that scenario again after it was fixed, and I ran it the whole way through. It's actually quite a good scenario. I also got a patch for the for that Buchan line, or Buchan line, which puts the AP trees and sky in there, and the trees actually look alright on that route. So if you pick that route up and you've got the veg back and the sky, there's a patch on, I can't remember if it's TS Community or ATS, it might be on both, by a guy called Agdron, and it makes that route look a whole lot better. $110 mph bog cart, yeah. Out of all of them of this sort of type of train, this one's not bad. It is pretty swift. As far as bog carts go, as you call them. You normally like the express runs as well, yeah. I will play these, but you need a bit of time for these. We'll see if we can stay on time with this one. I need to get up to 110 though. Good evening, Mike. How you doing? Nice to see you. You think I'm an alright driver? I'll take it. I'll take it. If he was any good, we wouldn't be watching. Oh god, that's brutal. 360's better, no gangway, mucking up the view and cramping the cab. Yeah, it's a bit naff. We can do this, can't we, and lock everyone out. It's a good job I didn't do that, actually, because then the safety systems are right over there and I would have been in trouble. You were hoping to do the Warrington to Deepdale route a couple of weeks ago, but it's disappeared from the horse website. You mean the whole route? The South Lancs and Cheshire's disappeared? I can't remember if that was... I think it was one of Adam's scenarios, that, for it, as well. I kept meaning to run that again. But I might not have to soon, because we'll get the Just Trains route, which will have it in there, I think. We're here for the potential spad. Yeah, there is every chance. We've got a lot of greens at the moment, so we're alright. Elliot, good evening, how you doing? Oxenham made me famous, yeah, that is true. That is true. You can't beat Oxenham, it's the original. Tilt. Very slightly. 13 to go to Rugby. You couldn't find the route. Have you got the route, Mike, or not? I can send you the link to the route if you haven't got it. And then I don't know where I got Adam's scenario from. I can't remember. But I can tell you what that is. I bet it's on ATS. If it's not part of the actual scenarios that come on the route. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Change your name to Oxenham Overshooter. It has got a certain ring to it, I must admit. There's no spad point until Crewe. I think, is it all green lights the whole way? He's been on the wine already. It's only 20 past 8. That's skinful. I actually take back what I said about not looking forward to these runs. It's actually alright so far. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'll send you the link, Mike, on Discord for that route. I'll send you the link. You'll like it. There's a lot of old BR blue on there. The only thing though is a lot, I was saying during that video, there's a lot of scenarios for the class 40 which I haven't got, and you can't get it now. But there's lots of other stuff. It's a big route as well. So as soon as I remember, I'll ping it on Discord. Start early, finish early. Early in the morning, finish early in the morning. Coffee Guy 66, how are you? Thank you for the sub. Pete Wright's having a Thatcher's. The cat is watching. Mikey B's on the Fosters. Stacey's on water. Coke Zero. I'm on the Diet Coke. Right, I've still got 7 miles. Zellies is on the Guinness. I'm also interested to know, do most of you watch these on TV, or do you watch on your tablet or something like that? I was looking at my analytics, and just generally across the board, the videos most watch on TV, which is quite interesting. You're up at 5 and driving at 6. You have to be careful. Yeah. We know what's in that Diet Coke. I wish it had something in it. phone, laptop, TV or phone, iPad. On PC. Oh, is this the tunnel with the... You'll see it go lighter as we go through. Just watch. We probably passed them all now. Got the big vents in the top. Yeah, we must have passed them. We must have just caught the last one. There was a screenshot in the article of looking down one from the top. Moose, good evening. On the TV if you're not playing on your Xbox, tablet if you are. Nice. Fire Stick on the 43-inch TV, Bose soundbar. iPad, 50-inch 4K TV. Nice, very nice. Gillsby Tunnel. I think you're right. Yeah, I think it is. .2 to go. One mile, 656 yards, yeah. How many of those... Are they called vents? I don't know what they're called. Lots of pen doors. TV. There's 2 of them, right. You couldn't be doing with me watching a TV that big. Right, we got some brakes in. Up we come. A rugby station's right here. Once we get up
We
here.
are now approaching Rugby. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
That was a nice little stint up to Rugby. Nice little run. And we're on time, look at that. This is where we dispatched the train earlier, wasn't it?
This is Rugby. Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. The next stop will be Nuneaton.
Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield, Trent Valley, Rugeley, Trent Valley, Stafford, and Crewe.
He's off to have a shave. One of the strangest things that's ever been said during a live stream. I'll be back in a minute. I'm off for a shave. Oh. None of us want a live tinting on our screens. I try and give my videos a little bit of drama with the opening music and stuff like that. I always like putting the music in. And if you're playing it for your soundbars and things, if you are on a TV, then hopefully that comes through all right. Didn't notice that before. Wonder if that's real. Wonder if that is what it's like at Rugby, that glass. I'm just looking for collectibles while I'm here. But we're about to depart. Nuneaton is our next stop after this.
The next train to arrive at platform 1 will be the 1447 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly, calling at
Little tinting's bad enough.
The train at platform 2 is the 1442 London North Western Railway service to Crewe, calling at Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield, Trent Valley, Rugeley, Trent Valley, Stafford, and Crewe. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now, as it is ready to leave.
You got to admit, them announcements, I say it all the time, the announcements are quite effective, especially on a service like this, where we've got a few stops.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. We'll be calling at Nuneaton, Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield, Trent Valley, Rugeley, Trent Valley, Stafford, and Crewe.
That Pendo's going to blast past us anytime soon, I reckon.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
You could find some better music. The one you had this morning was good. You got to go with what's free, unfortunately, or you get copyrighted.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
You wouldn't go on a 350 from London to Crewe, you'd rather take a Pendo. I wonder if it's probably cheaper on a 350, isn't it? Oh, it's going to Birmingham, that one, is it? Ah, right, okay. You went on a 350 from Preston to Edinburgh. That's a bit of a trek. Are they that bad inside? Are they alright? No, they're just... a bit tight in there, isn't it? Not very luxurious. I don't know, would you not hear the announcements in this cab? They wouldn't be as loud as I've got them, but you would probably hear it, wouldn't you? Because we're only the other side of a door there. Could be worse, could be a 185 from Manchester to Edinburgh. Are they even worse? You can hear them, just not very well, yeah. Coffee guy, how you doing? Trent Valley DLC looks good. If you own the West Coast Mainline DLC and Trent Valley, you can run a search from London to Crewe. Yeah, you can. But you've to route hop. You can't run it all the way through because obviously they're not joined up. But you can do one service, then hop out and jump on another and change route. Did we not get a Voyager once, Jason, down to London? I'm sure that was a Voyager we got. An Avanti one. The 70 is coming with wagons, yeah. It is a wagon. One type. You'll be at Nuneaton tomorrow. We can have a look now. Once we get there. Yeah, 5:35. 5:35 from Blackpool, I think that was, weren't it? It wasn't 5:35 from Preston, I don't think. I wouldn't have been up that early. Was it meant to be a Voyager? I can't remember. Or was the Pendor broken? I can't even remember. Next time I go down, I'm getting the Lumo. I'm going to try the Lumo, see what that's like. The British Transport Police announcements drives your missus mad just to go down to London. We work regularly from Derby to London. That's all she is, yeah. Quite repetitive, aren't they? After each stop as well on this. "12-inch cheesy garlic bread and doner meat inbound." That's after his shave. A 153 from Colchester to Peterborough. That's a bit of a trek. Thought they could have made it where it asks you in the cab and loads of correct train on the next one. Yeah, that would be quite nice, wouldn't it? I don't know if they can do that in a future update. Anyone tried running train? Yeah, have a look on the channel, Coffee Guy. I've done a couple of runs. I think a few of us have been playing it. We live streamed it a couple of weeks back. Good luck, the 222 is broken. I saw that, yeah. I saw that. Avoid Nuneaton at any time. Avanti have reduced the fares since Lumore started running. That's what it's about, isn't it? Yeah, that's good. I also had an email, I think it was today, from Avanti, saying, because I think I've got the I'm in the Avanti club or something. I don't know. I signed up for it because they give you a free drink and all this lot, and I did actually. They sent me a voucher saying, "Come and travel with us again from Preston, and here's like so much off." So they're obviously getting a bit tetchy, aren't they? And they should do as well. It's good having competition. Helps drive prices down, because I think the Lumore prices are pretty good. Very good. In comparison to Avanti, they're way cheaper. It's cheap for a reason though, is it? Callum, how you doing? I thought I'd just try it once, you know. The one that I'm looking at to go down is Lumore on the way down, but it's Avanti coming backwards, coming back up to Preston. And that'll be late at night, so I don't want anything going wrong. So, you know, I don't want a 222 breaking down on me. I'll go on the Pendo. Right, Nuneaton is just ahead. Evening, Joe. How you doing? Paid a 23 quid an upgrade. I've always meant to do that coming back once or twice. I've not been in first class for ages. I should do it. Especially for a run like that over 2 hours. What did I do? I'm going too fast, aren't I? That's what I've done. Didn't give me alarm though, did it? Is it not meant to beep at me? Marvellous route. Yeah, it's good. It is good. Yeah, been quite enjoying it. Reset AWS. Wait until the penalty duration time's out to begin taking part. Okay. Okay. Do I have to press the AWS one? That's just typical, that, when we're running on time. Oh, there's no beep for it. Ah, okay. Right, there's the brakes. So, we should be good. Tea and biscuits. Yeah, it's a little bit too fast. Annadale, how you doing? Good evening to you. I don't want to stop at Nuneaton, trust me.
Nuneaton. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Yeah, it reset how I expected this time. Which one did we... It was the flirt, wasn't it? That we couldn't reset. as I recall. This one was fine. Right, let's get everyone on, see if we can make up some time. You can get off here and you'll be home in 10 minutes. Does it look like Nuneaton? Have you been to Nuneaton Station a lot, Stace? Does it look like Nuneaton? Just out of interest. Atherstone's next. Bit of a shorter hop, 5 miles.
Service to Crewe will be calling at Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield, Trent Valley, Rugeley, Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe.
Senseless Dust, how you doing? Welcome.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Oh, I always get the tea and biscuits. That's standard now.
British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
You know what these streams are about. We like to try the safety systems out, make sure they're working, make sure they reset okay. Just so that when you have to do it, you already know they're going to work. That's what it's about. And you've all got your stopping point at Oxenholme now as well. .9 to go. Yep, cheers Mikey, thanks for coming in. See you next time. Enjoy your cheesy garlic bread. That's why he went for a shave. His beard was going to get in it. He went and shaved it off. That's my excuse, yeah, I'm sticking to it. Azza, how you doing? Good evening. It is quite a pretty looking route. They got hit by a Pendo then. You've got a double rainbow after a downpour. Quite nice. Quite nice. DTG announced in the roadmap stream rainbows and a dispatcher mode will be added to the Medway Valley. Oh, really? Lydia, how you doing? Good evening. Mikey says bye to you before the host. Yeah. That's not surprising. It's very green. It is very green. You're right. Anyone who likes green things, we shall not name any names. Should quite like this one. There's plenty of greenery. Right, we've got a mile till we get to Atherstone. I'll put a tiny bit of brake in this time. Let's not try and trip the safety systems. Though we got green lights the whole way in. You can't play for more than 10 minutes, you end up nodding off. Not another one. You're like Hentis Rail. That's what he does. He does it on a live stream though. He falls asleep while he's actually streaming it. We've never let him forget that.
We are now approaching Atherstone. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Yeah, so if you take your pushchair, remember, get off first.
London North Western Railway service to Crewe.
I can see myself playing these 350 services. Now I've tried it.
Platform
This is Atherstone. Welcome.
London North Western Railway service to Crewe, calling at Tamworth, Lichfield, Trent Valley, Rugeley, Trent Valley, Stafford, and Crewe.
There he goes on a speed run. Tamworth, 7 miles, is next.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. We'll be calling at Tamworth.
Could add rainbows but can't fix a core again. That's brutal. That's true though.
Crewe.
Actually, I saw
Familiarise yourself with
when
the
she shuts
safety
up, I'll tell you.
messages displayed throughout the train.
Talking about rainbows, I saw the Pride liveried Avanti today go past. I don't recall seeing that before.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something
The
out of
Pride
the ordinary,
Avanti
speak to the
Pendolino,
staff
I should say.
Or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
You can swear on Hentis' streams. You fall asleep when you go in full pelt and miss a couple of stations. That's brilliant. Bit of weathering on this one. Just don't fall asleep. Wake up 94 minutes later without pausing it. It'd be just your luck to be able to fall asleep like that, Jason, and wake up at the other end not having passed the red light. Whereas I'd get red lighted at the first stop as soon as I'd nodded off and fail it. You fell asleep driving the 86. Only woke up when the wife and the Eddie West went off together. Oh dear. What did your wife shout at the same time the AWS went off? That's what I want to know. They both went off. And this thing about your wife, like, going, ah! As soon as the AWS goes off. Oh. It must have been loud to wake you up, put it that way. June 16th, DTG hope to put out a patch, which may include the route hop at Milton Keynes. Oh, good, for West Coast Main Line South. That's good then. But it will work eventually. You want to get off at Tamworth. Imagine his missus shouting, "Seatfurt!" Tea was ready. That's hilarious, that is. Right, 2 miles to go. So after Tamworth, we've got Lichfield, Trent Valley, then Rugeley, then Stafford, and then Crewe. 15:54 into Crewe. Yeah, thanks PT for coming in. Catch you later. You've seen the Pride Pendolino 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen it today. It was passing under my mum's bridge as I was driving over it. Earlier today, this afternoon it was, about 2:30-ish. Heading north it was.
We are now approaching Tamworth. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Here we are, it's Tamworth. You had a whole fleet of Pride trains when one livery first came out. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if Avanti's got more than one. I presume it's only got one. Hey, look at that. See that going over there? Look. A Voyager. Right, Lichfield Trent Valley is next. Just under 6 miles.
London North Western Railway service to Crewe will be calling at Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe.
Used to be in Tactical Comms Wing RAF Prize Norton. Oh, nice.
Displayed throughout the train.
You used to go on flight sim, start a Far East or Australian flight, set the waypoints, autopilot, and go to bed. Get up and land it.
Speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
There's a climate change also for the Pendle. Is there? I've not seen that one. I haven't seen that one. You don't go as far as Lichfield. Is that too north for you? Right, back up to 110 on this stretch. Wonder how they've shown the HS2 works at Lichfield. Is that something we should be able to see from the station? He's trying to get rid. I saw that. Yeah, trying to get rid of you. The Pride one was impressed about 10:30 on Friday. Yeah, it must be just running up and down regular. First time I've seen it. Crosses the track on the approach. We'll have a look for it then. So hope that you that are picking it up tomorrow, you guys that are picking it up tomorrow, looking forward to it. Hopefully you've had a good look at it tonight and on everybody else's streams. Like I said, if you're on console and you feel like hanging about, I'm sure there'll be some streaming it tomorrow on console so you can have a look what it runs like before you get it, if you're not quite sure. Though I think on the previous stream, Matt was running it on his Xbox, wasn't he? Last week. So there has been one look at it. Right, approaching Lichfield, Trent Valley. You're grabbing this tomorrow, yeah. You're gonna wait and see what it's like on Xbox. Yeah, I think that's, you know, that's a good move these days. You shouldn't have to do that really, should you? But I know what you mean.
We are now approaching Lichfield Trent Valley. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
There we go. Sneaking round the back there. Where's that one coming from then? Anybody know what's up there? That comes out of Lichfield, Trent Valley. It's not the Birmingham Cross City up there, is it? Or is it? You're getting it tomorrow also, Pete. Nice. Zelly's getting it.
And Crewe. Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
The branch from Lichfield top level from Burton. Alright, nice.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak
Yeah,
to
send them in the Discord, Star Wars. Yeah, definitely.
1016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 1016.
Stick them there in the
sorted.
real life section. There's quite a few train pictures in there, actually. Right, Rugeley, Trent Valley's next. I'm not repeating that one, Pete, but yeah, I think that's a compliment. Right, we got Rugeley, Stafford, Crewe. I thought I thought about playing this and I saw it was 1 hour and 36 and I thought to myself, is it a bit too long and boring? But now I've played it, I think it was a good choice. It's actually, I don't know what you guys think, but it's not that bad. I think it's a good run. I'm surprised actually. $43 likes so far. Yeah, get the likes in. Get the likes in. $57, year of birth or age. None of them. None of them. What's my favourite UK train? Don't know, really. Ones that are still running, I would say the 37 I quite like seeing. I've always liked the 37. I like driving the 37 as well in the Sims. Another TSR coming up. I thought I'd turn them off. Obviously not. $16.57, you cheeky get. You hop on the Trent Valley line every now and again when a ticket offer comes up. Nice sunny days, great line to travel on. Yeah, it's quite good, yeah. A lot of people don't do that, do they? They'll only travel on a train when they need to go somewhere. There's not many that'll just jump on just for the actual pleasure of it. I'll sometimes just jump on, you know, go up to Blackpool South, walk along the front, come back from Blackpool North. It's just a little jaunt for me. It's not bad. It's only cheap. Doesn't cost much, that run. Right, 2.8 to Rugeley. Yeah, if you've not clicked the like button, do click that for me if you don't mind. Much appreciated. Right, I can actually speed up. I'm under yellows though. I won't go too fast. We're due in now at Rugeley, but... I wonder how much of this scenery is placed by hand versus automatically placed in the editor, because there's a lot going on, isn't there, with all the different trees and bushes and gantries and whatnot. I'd like to know what the process is, you know, how long it takes. You've never been on the Trent Valley, Azza? You've always gone via Birmingham. Every time I've caught the Pendolino back and gone via Birmingham, it takes ages for me. It adds loads onto the journey to get back up to Preston.
We are now approaching Rugeley Trent Valley. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Late? I'm not that late. We get a bit of a hop, I'll try and make it up.
Platform
2 minutes.
This is Rugeley
1521 London North Western Railway service to Crewe, calling at Stafford and Crewe. The train at platform 2 is the
2 stops.
1521 London North Western Railway service to Crewe, calling at Crewe only. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now? As
You reckon the scenery is all auto-generated? Yeah, I don't know.
For the
It must be, because it'd take forever, wouldn't it?
Service to Crewe, which is ready to leave. Please be aware that opportunist thieves operate at this station and across the railway network. Do not become a victim of crime. Please also note that...
Don't get robbed.
service to Crewe. We'll be calling at Stafford and Crewe.
8 miles to Stafford. We're straight up to 110, although we've got a yellow coming up.
Familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Rugeley's one of the best train spotting places. I've been through, obviously, but I haven't been there. But it looks quite a wide viewpoint from there. Quite a wide field of view. So yeah, I imagine it's quite good.
And we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Fancy giving us yellows when we're trying to catch up. Yeah, it adds about... I've not done it for a while, but I think it adds like nearly an hour going via Birmingham on the way back. It's a bit of a trek. A green, excellent. Yeah, on the scenery thing, yeah, they're not going to place down every tree and bush and whatnot. There's so much included. You won't be able to do everything by hand. There's no way. We must be behind something. Announcer's voice. I don't know if that's an AI voice or not. It probably is. You hope we get the 7:30 for this later on. Yeah, a lot of people have said that. A lot of people have said it. Spamming cat photo. That's one of your favourites, that, isn't it? Right, green lights, let's go. So after Stafford, we're straight to Crewe on this one, and then that's us done. Jason wants me to check something out. Remind me, Jason, when I get to Crewe, and I'll go and have a look. I've not tried the freight yet on this. I've not tried running the 66. But there's a decent amount of freight if you like your freight stuff as well. You've got YouTube going on the 55-inch. Nice. There's a little 66. And we're nearly at Stafford, so we'll start braking. Please run a 66 soon, thanks. Yeah, we could do a 66 on this sometime. I think give it a bit of a longer do. I think. You're happy that if you have the 350/4 but not the 2 or 3, it still layers in? Yeah, the 350/4 comes with this route. So you would get that anyway. It's not. I've not noticed it stuttering that much, to be honest. Unfortunately, it's always had the tile loaded stutters. You'll get that with any route.
We are now approaching Stafford. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Voyager just beat us in. Didn't get a single stutter playing running train. Yeah, but it's a different beast, isn't it? TSW's way there's way more to TSW than there is to running train. Running train is like, what is it? A 2.3 gig download. I think this route on its own, I think, was about 12 gig, if I recall, when I downloaded it last week on PC. So there's way more loading in on TSW, to be fair to it, versus running train, I mean. So running train is quite light. You would expect it to run pretty decently.
This is Stafford.
Platform 3 for the 1533 London North Western Railway service to Crewe. Calling at Crewe only. Platform 1 for the 1532
Need more Clagham thrash.
North Western Railway service to London Euston. Calling at Rugeley Trent Valley, Lichfield Trent Valley, Tamworth.
We've got a minute to go before we depart.
Rugby, Milton Keynes Central, and London Euston.
Manchester Piccadilly service. Half a minute and we're off. Yeah, I don't think running train will get that much bigger. I don't think that's the grand plan for it, to be honest. Right, off we go. Next stop, Crewe. 24 miles.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. We'll be calling at Crewe only. Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Yeah, this one was from Milton Keynes, yeah. Full service, this one.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016.
About an hour and 36 in the 350, this run.
Sorted.
Now we know this bit of track from Birmingham Crewe, so we're in familiar territory for this bit. Waiting for this game to release is like Christmas Eve waiting for Santa. Oh God. You haven't got long to wait. To be fair, I think they've made a good effort on this. I think it's great. There's a lot of track involved, so you can do these slower runs, which will take you over an hour and a half, or you can do the Pendor runs of the 805, the 807. And there's a few services, as we saw at the beginning, for some of the other layers. But if you've got the layers, there's quite a bit of AI as well, depending on what you're doing. There goes the Voyager. He's off. I tell you what, that got up to speed pretty fast, didn't it? Yeah, you can do the whole route, Euston to Crewe. Yeah, you can. You just need to, unfortunately, you need to break off at Milton Keynes to get to the next bit. God, thank you for the sub. Hope you're well. You're too excited for this 108 miles. Yeah. All goes green. We won't catch him, but we might be able to see him as he just disappears off up to the left. There he goes. Quite neat when that happens, isn't it? Being outrun by the Voyager, that's embarrassing. Yeah, but we are in a 350. If I was in my Pendor, he wouldn't beat me. I'd have been off. $19 to go. The Voyager got warp 7, yeah. How big is the file? You mean the route? How big's the route? On PC, I think it was about 12 gig. Luke's dad, how you doing? Good evening. Brown granules. Dakota, yeah. He was in the second man seat. Yeah, you pay a little bit extra because of the length of the route, I think. There is quite a bit to it. $15 to go to Crewe. I mean, if you've got, you obviously get a lot more out of it as well, because if you've already got all the stuff that layers in, you know, I always say you get a bit more use out of your older DLCs that you've bought as well. So these new routes are an opportunity to do that as well. And I think we always thought, didn't we, with the Pendor on West Coast Mainline South, we always thought it would get a run out in a few different places eventually, and it is doing. This is great in the Pendor, obviously. If you, I don't know what you're going to run first, but I would try the Pendor when you get your hands on the route. It's great into the curves, like it is on TS Classic when we've played it on there. When I say there's lots of traffic, it depends on what you mean by lots. It's based on a real timetable, so I mean I would have expected there to be a little bit more in some places, but if that's the timetable, this is the full timetable that I'm running, not the reduced one. So everything that can be there will be there, but it is busier at different times of day. What is it now? It's like 20 to 4 in the afternoon. We'll see what Crewe's like when we get there. Like I said right at the beginning, I do think Crewe's a little bit quiet, if I'm being honest. But we'll see what it's like. Yeah, just ignore it, Luke's dad. It's only Streamlabs. Ignore it. The second you get it, you might try a long route on the Pendor, but also check out Wolverton. Yeah, I'd recommend the Pendor. Use the Pendor to get a good look at the route, and it won't take you long to get end to end. And then you can, after that, jump in whatever you want to do then. Nate, how you doing? Good evening to you. Yeah, cheers Terry, thanks for coming in. Enjoy the DLC tomorrow. That's annoying. That's a Trade Sim World thing, you know, because you can see the truck monitor. We've got yellows coming up, and then they instantly, all the next 3 signals go green. Starts to slow down, then get three greens in a row. Yeah, Wolverton's down the south end of the route, yeah. Yeah, I think with Crewe, such a big area, they probably have to be careful with the textures thing and the frame rates and whatnot. 30,000 action points on this stopping service, look at that. Which is even more than you get when you're running the 807 or the Pendor. About 25,000, 26,000 you get for that. And now we've hit 30. So I don't know if there's, I honestly don't know if there's any other service or scenario in TSW where you would get over 30,000. Like I said before, it doesn't really matter. It just pumps your player profile level up a little bit. But yeah, 30,000, that's a lot. Am I using Raildriver? No, I'm not. I'm just on the Xbox controller. Railroad, good evening. Yeah, it's definitely live. How are you doing? Unfortunately, though, we're only going to Crewe. We're finishing at Crewe, so we got 5.5 miles. But we've been going for 3 hours, 5 minutes. Streamlabs tells me. So, hopefully you've all had a good look at it. Yeah, boring black controller. Where do you see my TSC6 when I get that out? That's black as well, but it's got coloured buttons on it. There's no green buttons. There's black ones, yellow ones, red ones. It's even got an emergency brake plunger on it as well, which is quite interesting. I'll be showing that off soon. Yeah, been a long one tonight. Yeah, it is. We go about 2.5 hours-ish most of the time, don't we, I think? But I think the route being so long, it's just going to naturally do that. But it'll show you, if you pick the route up, it'll show you that, you know, you'll be playing it for quite a long time as well. You can see how long the services are. Quite a few of them. Just over 3 miles to go. How long does it take on the 350 to go the full route? This one's 1 hour 36. This service. Yeah, no worries, Railroad. There's you could go back and watch it afterwards if you want to, and also if you want to see the Pendolino, I did that this morning. That's on the feed as well. That's just over an hour as well, I think, that one. Now, I'll get slowed down, then hopefully I don't get the penalty again. If you look over, see, this is what I mean. Basford Hall, etc. is very quiet. Baruch, thank you for the sub. How are you doing? There's a couple of bits and pieces over there, as you can see. There's 66s, some of the cargo line stuff is over there, but it's very quiet. I think we got the 37 over here, static rail operations group 37. They are. There's some thrash for you. Can you hear it? That's as near as we're going to get to it tonight. We'll be back in the 37 soon, somewhere. Probably Trade Sim Classic. The 37's better in Trade Sim Classic, isn't it? Right, I can't see the red signal there because of the target marker. That's better. Oh, there you go. That's handy. Right, into Crewe we go. Platform 7. Being as we're at the end and we're a few minutes early, we'll just we'll go in slowly, shall we? Oh, that's the ECS one, is it? It's there a lot though. Did I do any Pendor runs this morning, Lydia? This morning I did one. If you look on the feed, there's a video on there just in the Pendor. I didn't do it tonight, but I did the 8 or 7 at the beginning of the stream as well tonight.
Thank you for travelling with London North Western Railway. Please take all your belongings.
Oh, that's nice. Do you see that?
Please
Thanks
mind the
for
gap
travelling.
leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
So it's like a proper wrap-up announcement there as we get into Crewe, which is quite good. Down to 15, just before the platform. This is where Stace would go straight through and just ignore the 15. Should be through that wall. Straight into the coffee shop. Early. Yeah. I did the 8 or 7 in the stream, right at the beginning. Yeah. Pendor was this morning.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016.
This is
The next train to arrive at platform 7 terminates here.
Yeah, she said, our final station. I quite like that. On time. On time. Early, in fact. So I'm going to go to free roam and go out on foot. Because Jason wants me to show you something. So we will... How many points do we get for that, by the way? 32,612. So if you like your points, then you're good with that one. Right, free roam. Let's get out. We'll just open the door. And we best close it. We'll be in trouble. Oh, right. Just let me sort that out.
service to Crewe. We'll be calling at Crewe only.
Right, why can I not change the reverse
Please
now? Have I got...
familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
I'll just turn that off. Right. Stop it bleeping at us while we're walking around. Because the bleeping, if you don't, you can hear it everywhere. Even if you're not near the train. Right, okay. Is it out the front, Jason? Let's go and have a look. Let's go through the barriers. Oh, here's one of the collectibles. Here's a baked potato.
Platforms at this station have no or only partial tactile
There's
paving
40
on the platform
of those.
edge. Once the train arrives, please mind the step from the platform onto the train.
I like the announcements. The announcements are a little bit different. Right. Rail replacement bus for Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury. Is that an Easter egg? I don't believe Shrewsbury's mentioned anywhere else in the game. I don't know. I don't know. Is that what you want me to show, Jason? Was that there in the Birmingham to Crewe route as well, or not? I can't remember. How far down here can we walk, actually? That's Rail House, that there. Or it was. Oh, we can't go any further. The football ground's over there, look. It's Gresty Road. You taking your light back? Why? Oh, because I didn't spad. Let me just have a look for a collectible or two before we go. Oh, there's one. Right, there's another train. Have I already collected it? No, there you go. There's an 807. There's quite a few of them as well. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a quick look down here. I'm trying to find some of the different ones just before we go so I can show you. Nothing there. Can we all... Oh, we can open these everywhere we are, look.
Unattended on the station. Luggage left unattended may be removed without warning or destroyed or damaged by the security services.
I'm trying to think which collectibles we've not seen yet. Let's have a look. I'll just go down this one platform. We'll see if we can spot any others. And then we'll call it a night. Have we even got posters or maps on this one? There's a route hop, actually. You can go to Birmingham to Crewe from there. From that route hop. If you want to. Right, I don't see any. We've come to the only platform with no collectibles. I'll give it one last chance.
Platform 1 terminates here.
Nah, there's nothing.
The next train to arrive at platform 6 will be the 1602 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime
The Crewe's quite quiet, isn't
Calling
it?
at
Just generally.
Runcorn, Liverpool South Parkway,
It's missing a million cigarette ends out there, you're right.
and Liverpool Lime Street.
Well, that's it.
Platform 6
3 hours
for the
17. If you've been here for the whole time, thank you very much. If you haven't, it doesn't matter. Thanks for joining me, even for a little bit of it. Let me get out of the way of this lady talking. If you're picking the DLC up tomorrow, enjoy it. Let me know what you think. We'll play a bit more of it. Absolutely. There's still a lot we've not covered yet. But hopefully it's given, with this and this morning's video, giving you a bit more to have a look at before you pick it up tomorrow. So, yeah, let me know how you get on. Thanks for joining me. Take it easy. And I'll see you all on the next one. See you, everyone.
Platform 6 for the